keep these
let's not
keep
them
them
waiting
any longer.
Yeah. Hey
I know
everybody,
they're
how
just
are you?
waiting to see our lovely faces here at Clark's Cove.
Yes, how's everybody doing this evening? Can you hear us and see us okay?
Okay, just let us know. If not, we'll make adjustments.
I tell you what, they will let anyone in on these live streams. Is that digging it back that I see?
Digging it back.
Oh my goodness.
We got stories lost and
yes,
found.
Brooklyn
Marty's
treasure hunter.
Brooklyn's in the house.
Alley Cat Treasures, hello.
Just Be Cool Metal Detecting. Welcome. We're going to hang out here for an hour this evening here in the Command Center. And we got a special guest tonight, as you all probably see in the headline. Well, in the title. Yep, whatever. Yeah.
He'll
He's
get
sitting
it
in the back room. We got a few things we're going to.
There is Caleb Hall.
A few things we're going to talk about first, but and then we're waiting on Rob with FL Thunder Digging. He's going to be co-hosting sometime when he gets here tonight. He's running a little late, but we'll forgive him. And we're probably going to do a duck race and give away a little prize pack tonight. Hey David. Welcome. Jim Steele. Denise Kidder, welcome, hon. Thanks for stopping by.
There is our one and only Denise Kidder. She holds a special spot here at the Cove.
And got a little mail call I need to do, and we're going to just chit chat.
Yep.
Got a little talk about some home site hunting tonight. So y'all been watching our last video. You know, we've been we're getting ready to start doing some home site hunting, and next few videos we're going to be premiering on Monday nights is going to be surrounding these home sites we're hunting. So some really good finds going to be coming out of there, and everyone's going to enjoy them videos. I really believe it.
I enjoyed making those videos. That was some fun detecting for Clark's Cove.
Oh yes, it's different for us. Like we said before, everyone is used to seeing us do tot lots and parks and you know, around
all that stuff,
schools and stuff like that. So give you all a little. Plus, it helps us out. You know, gives us a little bit of more knowledge on signals, finding different signals other than just pennies, dimes, quarters.
Yeah, your
nickels.
Usual tot lot park stuff, you know.
Hey, John Donaldson and
hey, Dale Whistlepig
Dale
Digging.
Whistlepig, welcome.
Yes, someone went by and I didn't get to say hello to them.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. So let me see if I can back us up here and see who that was, because I've seen that. Joe Strack.
Hey, Joe Strack.
Welcome. Hey, we're slow here.
Yeah,
we will holler at you if we see you. So yeah, but other than that, we got a hopefully a good show for you all tonight.
I think so.
Might keep you entertained for maybe what 10-15 seconds maybe.
Yeah, we might give them a couple of laughs this evening.
Yeah,
as everyone knows, we'll cut out about 5 minutes till, so everyone can go over to
JP's bar.
Yep,
JP's Lawn and More. He has the bar at,
hey Scott Jarvie,
9 o'clock, so we like to go over there and hang out for a while. So everyone here just might as well go over there.
Yep.
And hang out, drink a beer, and see what's going on. And there's Bean and Pick with Team Clambake. Welcome.
Yes, we thank everybody for coming this evening.
They were a guest on our show.
Yes, they were.
Just that wasn't last week. It was week before.
That was last. No, that was last week.
That was last week. Yeah,
that was last Saturday. Yes. Digging it back says Bob and Melissa aren't slow. They're on Cover time.
That's right. Yeah, Cover time.
Cover time. Let me tell you. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know one day from the next.
It's hard to sometimes.
Scott Jarvie says he found one more silver ring today. 3 on the year so far. Congratulations.
Wow. Yes, congratulations. Our year is starting off really good.
Hey,
of course,
Rocky Mountain Life.
Because we haven't been hunting parks, we don't have no clad much to show for it right now.
Right.
All the relics are definitely rolling in for us, so we're really enjoying that. So, what's that? Whistlepig. A question for all: would you buy the 6 or 15-inch for the Knox?
If there's anyone out there that can give Dale some
answer that for Dale, let him know. Me personally, I can't answer that for you, Dale, because we use the Garrett machine. So anyone out there, I know there's a lot of Knox users in the chat. So anyone out there could help him out with that, please. Please help him with
I see that Wicked Digger is saying it would depend on where you're hunting at. Hey, Tripwire. Thanks for coming over.
Yes, he just
I see everyone is saying the 6-inch coil, Dale.
Okay. Yep.
I see Tony Maxidon says it, Charlie with digging it back. I seen a couple others say the 6-inch.
Yeah, I know Charlie uses the
I agree with you, Denise.
Uses the Knox.
Hey Marlon, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Well,
let's see. Let me get this mail call done real quick. My first mail call is going out to Roseanne.
Yes.
Over at She Digs It. We did actually won a duck race on her show, and she sent me a couple of stickers. And Roseanne, when you watch this, your sticker is right. Let's see. It's back there, right there on the sticker board. Okay, Melissa. And she sent us this cool little squirt bottle we won.
Hey, Dawn was really
the best part was this coin stand. Oh, yep. I got one coin in it. I was tilting it there, but yep, this coin holder.
If you hold a light behind this, you can see her logo.
Right there's her logo on the back of it, and it says Happy Swinging. So we want to thank Roseanne for that. And if you all are not familiar with Roseanne's channel, it is called She Digs It. Go over there and check her out. Give her a subscribe.
Hey, Dawn Williams.
Comment. Tell her Clark's Cove Detecting sent you. And we got a big package from Park Rat Pat. We had some new stuff made up, and we're just going to real quickly show you all what we had made up for Clark's Cove that we're going to be giving out in some giveaways. First off, we had him make us up a new sticker, and right there it is. Clark's Cove, small town to worldwide. That's going to be a sticker we use. It's just going to be a special sticker going out into certain giveaways.
Yeah.
He made us up some CCD, you lose it, we find it buttons. These also are going to be going out in giveaways. In fact, someone tonight is going to win one of these stickers, this button, and
hey, Reed. Thanks for joining us.
We got us some poker chips made up, Route CC134, and on the back of it, he put the, I forget what they call those things, but all you got to do is take your smartphone, swipe it. It will take you to our channel. So
we haven't tried it yet.
We haven't tried it yet. So it might take you to.
It might take you to
some channel you might not want to go to. But no, and tonight someone's going to win one of those. So
got you, Tripwire.
Well, in this little package, it's what we'll be giving away is this little special edition package tonight. So hope good luck to the lucky person to that tonight. And I think that wraps up my mail call.
I think so.
Yes. And I do need to do a shout for Tony. Right now, Tony over at Mr. Diggs, always glad for clad. Tony is going through some rough times right now. A vehicle of his got totaled, and they lost some important everything.
Stuff. Everything was totaled.
He is been needing some help. So anyone that might want to help Tony, go over to his channel. It's Mr. Diggs, always glad for clad, and get with him. If anyone might want to help him out, y'all can contact him and work out the details. For that. So yeah, keep that in mind.
I can't hold it for you, Dawn, to get it to come in. He said hold it up and he'd try and scan it.
Okay, here, let me.
It's probably too blurry.
It's because it's focusing on the background more. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it done.
It's not wanting
to focus.
Staying fuzzy. Thank you, Marlon, for putting up Tony's channel.
Yes. Yeah, it's not wanting them. This camera is.
Yep, too blurry.
Yeah, too blurry. So
what, Anthony?
Poor side. It wouldn't surprise me.
The thought crossed our mind.
Yeah. Okay, guys, listen. We got our special guest in the back room, and I'm sure he's tired of sitting back there. So, everyone, please welcome Mike from
with Great Finds.
Welcome, Mike. Sorry that took so long.
Oh no, that's okay. That's fine.
So, okay, I'm going blank now.
Hey, internal compass.
That happens.
I've lost my train of thought. So, okay. Well, anyone out there, if you're all not familiar, this is Mike with Great Finds.
Mike Hollowell.
Mike Hollowell. And we met Mike back in May.
Yes, we did.
And Virginia, down at Swifty's seeded hunt in May that he was putting on for the local volunteer fire department. And I remember, well, I had walked away and was getting ready to stand where we was getting ready to start the hunt, and Melissa was behind me, and I remember hearing someone going, "I know you. I recognize your voice."
He was talking to me.
He was talking to Melissa.
Because me and my big mouth.
No, I didn't see you, but there was so many people there, I could hear you over everybody else. So I did hear, and I was like, she's got to be close. I looked back, and there you guys were. So yeah.
Yeah. So
I will always remember that. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
First encounter with Mike,
and plus you found your trim there.
Yes, and
Mike was standing there
right there with me when I found that.
That was pretty cool because somebody had already tried digging that hole.
Yeah. If they would have just dug down a little bit further, they would have found it, and it was amazing that they left that there. But yes, that was.
You remember how dry it was that day? That ground was terrible.
Oh, it was. It was baked.
That was the worst soil I probably ever had to try to dig, and that was bad. But
you needed a hammer and a chisel.
Yeah.
Soil. That was for sure. Yeah. But yeah, that was the first time we met Mike, and which we was watching his channel before that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you guys. Yeah.
And I know we still watch. We don't get to watch everyone, but we still try to pop over and give you a watch. I mean, it gets hard sometimes. You know, you're a busy channel yourself. You know, you don't get to always watch all the people that watch you. I mean, that's
right.
Oh my
that's
goodness.
How I am. I try to watch 2 or 3, here and there of each channel. That I'm subscribed to probably more than 100 channels. I mean, it's hard to, but yeah, I try to at least give people some, view time and views. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
thanks, Marlon.
We're just going to start off with a few questions. Starting off, how long have you been metal detecting?
I've been detecting off and on for over 10 years, but probably about 3 to 5 years of actual hardcore detecting, like actually doing it, getting out there. And I started off with basically, I've had several machines, but I had a White's 300. That was like my first machine that actually was serious detecting. And then I've had Garrett's, and then I just got the MyLab. So I've been kind of progressing towards more and more. And then I detect with some really good people that's kind of, showing me some of the ropes and things. I'm friends with, I don't know if you know who Drew is, and Jocelyn. She's a crazy lamp lady that used to be relic recoverist.
We are familiar, yes.
I kind of went with them a lot. Drew's tried teaching me. So I haven't really, there's a lot to learn. I learn something every day I go out, and I know you guys do too. The soil can change. There's nothing ever the same when you're out detecting. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten signals on coins that change from one site to another just because the soil could be mineralized bad here, and over here it's not. So, you know, it's always, and I think for me, the day I stop learning detecting is the day I'm not going to do it anymore. Because, you know, if you're not learning, you don't need to do it anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a thing that you learn constantly. And I learn from watching even you guys. I learn from watching. I'm good friends with Aqua Chigger. I learned a lot from him. He's very knowledgeable. I'm friends. You know, I got other friends. That's why I like watching your channel, because it gives me other. You know, you guys detect in different areas. We can't always detect where you guys are at, so it's nice to see the other channels. And then ones from other countries are great too, and give them channels of some support, because it's always fun to watch people in Canada, people in England, because I may never get to go over there, you know, and detect. So that's what I like about it. So
yeah. Now, what machine do you swing right now?
I'm mainly using the Equinox 800. Right now I'm still learning it. I've had it for over a year, and it's still. You guys were talking about the coils a little bit ago, and I wanted to chime in, but I can't really see the chat right now. So I tried with my home computer, but there was too much of a lag there. So
Yeah.
I'm on the phone. I just got the 15-inch coil, and I tell you what, I'm hitting sites that I've pounded, and I'm finding I've found 2 silver bobber dimes in the same area that I hit with my stock coil. I like the 6-inch coil too, because it's great for trashy areas and also areas that are full of weeds and timber. But what's nice about the 15-inch coil, it does cover more area. It goes deeper. And I found those coins were 10 inches deep, and the grass was 8 inches deep. And it picked up a dime that deep. So the bigger your coil, you are going to get more depth. But it doesn't have sometimes the refresh rate and recovery rate is not as fast. But if you're in a trashy area, go with a small coil. You know,
Yeah.
Now if you're out in an open field, the big coils are great because you can cover tons of area. You know, and talking about house sites, what I do in the field is I do research. I have old maps that I use for the house sites. But if you don't know where a house site is, you can always tell, because you're going to get a lot of nail signals. You know, I usually try to hunt. Chig's been trying to teach me to hunt in all metal mode. I always turn that off because I don't like digging the iron, but that's how you're going to hear your nails. You get a lot of nail signals. You know, you're in a house site. And what you're listening for when you hear those grunts, you know, every machine, even though you guys use Garrett's, I use mine lab, they all make that same awful sound for iron, you know, you know.
Yeah.
So you're listening for those high tones in between those grunts, because those could be masking your coins, your rings, or anything you want to find, bullets, anything. So I'm trying to train myself to listen. Don't always go by your numbers. Always listen for your tones.
Oh yeah.
Those numbers are just a reference. So I can keep rambling on. You guys want to talk? Go ahead.
Oh, no.
No, you continue on.
In fact, I was going to say, because the topic is tonight hunting home sites.
Yes, it is.
Because we have been doing some home site hunting, and the next few videos coming out are going to be that's going to be the what's the word?
Topic.
The topic or the content of
Yeah.
it. Okay, just say a lot of people in the areas, if they wanted to start researching if there are home sites in their area, what would be the best thing for them to do to start looking in their area for home sites?
Well, not every home site is online you can look for, but the government there's websites you can go to, like the Library of Congress. What I do is I just Google my county. I say old 1800s online maps of the county I live in, and I can bring one up, and it shows every house site with the original owner's names from the 1800s, which is nice. And I go to that spot, and it's nice when you find that spot. Sometimes it's not exactly there. And then also, don't always rule out the old-fashioned way of just talking to the local people.
Right.
You old timers that know. I got a guy who lives the next house road over. He's 97 years old, and he tells me all this stuff out here, and I go there, and there's stuff there. So, and he's not, you know, I trust his, and that's what I do. I just go like word of mouth, and I love talking to people. So, you know, but yeah, I basically use the internet. I use books. Give me a second real quick. I use this book here for my Civil War sites. This has, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it has the red would be the Confederate and the blue would be the Union positions. Okay, this is the front of the book, and I use this atlas to locate, you can't hunt the battlefields, but there was a lot of activity around the battlefields. And I go to these areas and I knock on the door, I get permission, I tell them I'm all about saving the history, and that's how I do it. I use these, locations in this area. And I live in this area here where all the red is. This is where the Confederacy was coming up north to get to the Battle of Gettysburg. So this is the Gettysburg Campaign here on this map. So I try to hit all these areas through here. Not every one of them is a good permission, but some of them, say, yeah, I've always wanted to know what's in my yard or what's in that field. So I use books. I like going to the local used bookstores and just buying up old books about history and location and research. So half the fun of detecting isn't even just out in the field, it's doing the research. That's what I like doing. So yeah.
Now have you ever the home sites you've hunted, are these home sites usually on people's property, or are they government property?
A lot of times it's private property on the fields. In my area, I live in Pennsylvania. We have a lot of Mennonites up this area, a lot of Amish. And they're very nice people. You ask them if I can hunt, and they're glad to let you hunt. And they don't even want to see what you find. I think to them, it's kind of their religious beliefs is they don't like collecting, anything. So they just say you can't hunt on Sunday, but you can hunt any day of the week if you want. So I have a lot of places like that. They're good people. Even their kids are kind of interested in what we find too. But then there's places where the state parks I hunt. There was house sites in the state parks, and up here in Pennsylvania, I got a permit. So I hunt the state parks legally with my permit. So I do that. There's house sites everywhere. I mean, it's amazing. You look out in a field and there's nothing there now, and there was a home site there. I think what's cool about getting out there in them fields when you're on a home site, it's amazing to sit there when I'm out there detecting. I'm thinking about the families that were out there, the kids playing in the yard. What was going on during that period? What was there any wars going on at that time during the Civil War, during the World War II, World War I? It's just an interesting, and I just think that it's so neat when you find them items in that field that tells the story of that family, and they no longer can speak to us, but they're speaking to us through the items.
Yes.
So I mean, just like the house site you guys just hunted, that's awesome that's your family. Melissa, that tells the story of your family. That's special.
Yeah. The thimble I found, to think that her, what was it, an aunt or cousin?
Well, the husband and wife that lived in that home site was both relatives to my mother on each parent's side. So it's like they were double cousins that married. So yeah.
But to think that they used that thimble. And then it got lost. And now who knows how many years later since it's been lost, you come along, I come along and found it. I mean,
I didn't even know what Robert had found. He hollered out and I thought, oh God, he's fell and hurt himself because he's not clumsy that way. And I said, oh my gosh, it's going to take me forever to get to you through all this bramble where it was overgrown, And then finally I realized, because I heard him chatter and I thought, oh, he's found something. He's okay.
Well, I when I first popped that out, because when I seen it flop, and I thought, oh, that's a bullet. I found a bullet.
Yeah.
And then I moved the grass back, and I seen it was a thimble. That's when I grabbed the camera, and I'm like, oh God, that's a freaking thimble. Yes. And then when we moved up to her aunt's house, and the two buttons were, they were 5 feet from each other, and that was
wow. Yeah, those buttons are awesome.
Getting back to my aunt's house, originally my great grandparents lived in the house. Then they had their children and so on and so forth. So my grandfather, my mother, they all lived in that same house. It just happened to go to my mom's sister's family.
And we're going
that compact that he found makeup thing, is that possible it was theirs?
I'm
I'm
going to say it's someone's in the family. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
It was about, I don't know. It wasn't really all that deep.
No.
I think it was like maybe 3 to 4 inches deep, but
that's something I've noticed about flat stuff. They're not that deep sometimes because they're flat. They don't, have a way to, unless exactly. I know, for instance, I don't know if you've seen, I took Chig to a location. He found an officer's Civil War plate. He didn't even use his shovel to dig that. He popped it out with his finger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Under the surface. And, it just shows that sometimes stuff is not that deep. It could be right under the surface. Waiting for us to find.
Exactly.
Now, now let me ask this: if you're out, just say you get wind that someone tells you, okay, there was an old home site here in this section of the woods, but we really don't know where it's at. And so you just you have to start walking. What are some of the best signs to start looking for to know that a home site was standing there? Because, you got new tree growth. Yeah. The house probably been torn down for who knows how many years.
There's a few things I look for. Now everybody has their own way, but you look for depressions in the ground. You look for rock piles. Anything that doesn't look natural, that's another thing you look for, and look for big trees. If that was a yard years ago, your big trees will still be standing there. And if the tree branches out really big, that means it was a yard, because if you ever look in the woods and the forest, your trees generally grow straight up because they can't spread out. So if you see a big oak tree that's kind of really spread out, that's because it was just a yard there years ago and it was someone's backyard. That's weird to think about. People I don't know how that would work, but it does work. Where big trees, if you look in the forest, your trees don't normally grow out, they grow up.
Right.
But I don't know if you've been seeing the video that metal detecting with Randy does a lot. There's a big tree behind him. It's always there where he's been hunting lately. I don't know if you've seen that video, and that's indicative. That's a sign, that's a house site. So if you watch some of his videos he has out, he found a harmonica reed recently, and that tree is right there behind him. So yeah.
Now, kind of, because like I said, we've just started kind of doing home sites. The cellar, what is the main thing of looking for a cellar where their cellar would have been at?
Just a big hole in the ground. You can tell.
Hey, Cynthia, thanks for joining us.
And a lot of times, like the house site I was at down in Virginia recently, the rock, a lot of times the foundation will fall down in that hole, and you can just tell, something was there. Bricks too. That's another way to look. Look for bricks, broken pottery, glass. That where humans were at. That's where stuff is going to be. If you want, can you put me in the back room for just a second? I want to get something.
Sure.
Just give me a quick second. I want to show you something from the house site real quick.
Okay. Hey, Rob has joined us. Rob. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
For joining us.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm in my wet clothes on the beach, my hat, detecting. I got my sandy booties on. I just ran into the house.
Hey, J-Man.
Sorry.
No, I would have been a few minutes earlier, but there was a big 3-car pileup on the highway.
We've seen that.
Isn't that how? Hey, every time you want to get somewhere in a hurry, there's always something that's going to stop you.
But hey, I found the guy's gold ring for him today.
Wow.
Awesome.
His wedding ring. So
good deal.
Yeah.
You ready to come back up, Mike?
Yep. Okay. Rob, we've got Mike from Great Finds in the back room. He's our guest tonight. So
another great YouTube name.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hello, Patty.
And if anyone in the chat has any questions for Mike tonight, please post them in the chat and we'll try to look for them and get them to him. But we've just been talking about home sites and kind of what to look for and how to do some research and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
I got something to show y'all if you want to put me up on the big, if you want to do just a big.
Absolutely. Here you go.
There you go.
All right. This is the kind of things I like finding at house sites. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's two cannons crossing with the eagle at the top. Yeah. And then it says VS in the middle. And what that is that was given to, this is a medal that was given to a Civil War soldier's son. So this is the Sons of Veterans medal that would have been given to the son of a Civil War veteran. This was at a home site that I've been digging in a field up here. And this is the back. And if you look, you can still see the ring at the top.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
That's where the ribbon would have been attached. The ribbon done rotted away many years ago. So this dates to early 1890s.
Wow.
This would have been given to a veteran a son of a veteran. I have found other stuff in that area. I mean, I found this is a piece of a colonial shoe buckle that I found in that area too.
Awesome. That gives me chills.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just want to show you guys some of the things you can find on home sites. This is an awesome find here. To me, that shouldn't be in the ground. And my dream is to someday have a small museum with my finds in it, and I can have people come in and see that. So,
Great. Hey, Javier Garcia, thanks for joining us. That is awesome. That was so personal that you found that piece that you showed us. Hey, Mrs. JP and the Bulldogs, thanks for joining us. Getting back to looking at home sites.
Yes, Mrs. JP and the Bulldogs, we can stay on a few minutes longer because you all are running late.
Absolutely. We can stay on till around 9:15.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, hey, Rob, you didn't care to throw us a duck race together, did you?
I will work on that right now, sir.
Yeah. Yep. We'd appreciate it. Yeah.
Happy okay. J-Man with Metal Sharks has a question for you, Mike.
Here, let me. Okay. Does Mike have suggestions about what to look for at old river crossings? Have club hunt at one from early 1900s tomorrow.
Is he talking about fords where they used to use to cross the rivers?
I don't know, J-Man. Are you talking about fjords where they would cross the rivers?
Fords.
Yeah, fords.
Fords.
Yeah. Hey, Randy.
Let's see. Yes, a ford area.
Yeah. What to look for with that? You're going to have. I don't know where this is at, what part of the country he's going to be at, but around here, there's a lot of limestone in the rivers, and you can just tell where the fords are at. They're going to be one thing you'll notice in the fords I've had experience in hunting the water before is you'll find a lot of horseshoes, things like that. That's a sign that they were crossing there. See, around here with all the Civil War activity, a lot of times the cavalrymen didn't use the bridges. They would just go through the water. So the fords are going to be close to where the bridges are at, but not always. And if I was him, that'd be a great spot. There could be coins there. I know people that's found like bags of coins that's fallen off horses in them areas, like other bags of them.
Wow.
So, I mean, because they're crossing them rivers, and anything could happen. It could fall off, the horse and lose a whole thing of coins.
J-Man says he's going. It's in Central Florida near Denellen.
Okay. I wouldn't know about that area. I mean, it's going to be similar. I mean, they all cross the river. There's going to be stuff there. Just go slow. What machine he's using, I don't know. I don't have a ton of water hunting experience. I'm just now. I've hunted the water for about a year now, and I'm still kind of learning it. I've been hunting with Aqua Chigger. He's been teaching me the ins and outs of in the water and things like that. So I'm not the greatest water hunter yet. I'm learning, but like I said, I'm always learning. But I think if you just go slow, lessons for the tones, if that's a crossing, there's going to be stuff there. If they used it for many years. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good luck, J-Man.
Yeah. Hopefully you find something.
Yeah, J-Man uses the Knox 600.
Okay. So that's basically an 800, just don't have as many features. Same thing, basically. Yeah, he's probably going to find some coins. Just go slow. The water won't be real deep where your fords are at. because that's why they crossed there, because it wasn't deep. So there should be stuff there, I hope.
Yeah, Reed said, always check downstream of the ford too.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, because stuff. I mean, that water's powerful. But what's amazing is, like, I find Civil War bullets in the river, and they're right where the map is showing where they cross, and they haven't moved. It's amazing. The lead doesn't go that far, but your lighter metals will get washed downstream. But for some reason, man, them bullets are right where they were at when they were dropped.
Yeah.
So, because they're lead, they sink to the bottom. They might move a little bit, but not much.
Randy, we'll give it one more week.
Oh, yeah.
If it maybe not, we might not, but we'll get something out.
We'll talk.
Nick Molnar, thanks for joining us. But we'll get something else out to you.
Yeah, his mail never showed up, so
yeah. And it had a little silver token in it
too. Yeah.
And stickers, So.
Yeah. So.
But we'll get you taken care of.
It figures.
Yeah, that's how it goes,
isn't
it?
Yeah, it is.
I know, getting back to the home sites, something that I remember my mom always talking about years ago, if she'd see like a little bunch of flowers that's coming up right now, the yellow jonquils or daffodils, or the red japonica bushes that bloom early spring, she'd say there used to be an old house set there. So I know that's something to look forward to. Awesome.
I'm glad you brought that up, Melissa, because we look for those here. We have tiger lilies in this area. I don't know if you know what a tiger lily is. It's an orange flower. Those come up the old house sites, and that's a very, even when you're driving down a road and I see them in the ditch, good sign there's a house in that area.
And the yucca plants too is out where we're detecting now at those old home sites. I mean, they're strung out everywhere. You see the yellow flowers, you see the yucca plants, and but some of them you just can't get to because they're so overgrown.
Pretty amazing to think, that's still, there's still living things from that house site. That flower kind of keeps that place alive after all these years. It still grows. Pretty amazing. That could be 150 years ago, and that plant's still going.
Absolutely. It when I'm at those places, I think about those things. And when I find something personal, and yes, I have said this before, probably last week on the live stream, but I try to place myself back during that time and visualize how things were then. And let's see, Can Do Veteran, what's your advice for someone just getting started into metal detecting? Mike, do you have some advice for people just getting started?
If you're just getting started, do not expect to find awesome things at the beginning. You're going to be finding pull tabs. You're going to be finding cancel junk. Don't go into, if you go into it thinking you're going to get rich, it's not going to happen right off. I mean, you're just not going to, it could, but go in with the attitude, I want to learn this machine. I want to learn how to get permissions, learn the laws of metal detecting in your area. Make sure that, you're getting permission, and also just have fun. Basically, don't get frustrated right at the beginning, because you're going to find crap. I hate to say it like that, but I mean, and then, there could be that. I've had days that's amazing, but it don't happen very often. I had probably one of the best metal detecting days ever back in November. I was hunting a Civil War site in West Virginia, and I start off with a friction primer from a cannon from the Civil War. I find a skeleton key. I found a soldier's wedding band that day. I found over 35 Civil War bullets that day. I found the gold coin that day from 1853. I mean, you don't have days like that all the time. I went out to that same site 2 weeks later and found 5 bullets in a wheat penny. It's just that way with detecting. So when you're first starting out, you want to just take your time, learn the hobby, learn the machine, and do research. That is a lot of it too. Do your research, and enjoy being out there. And don't get frustrated really fast. So don't buy them if you're just starting out. I don't recommend buying $800-900 metal detector. Start off with something basic. Just start out and see if you're going to like the hobby. You don't even need a expensive machine. It's basically where you're at, what you're hunting, and that's it. So yeah.
Well, we started with we just went out and got us a little Ace 200 and we had awesome finds with that machine, and I will still take that machine out today and use it because I know that thing so well.
That's what I got. That's what I started using. This is an Ace 400. This is my backup machine if my MineLab 800 something happens. It's always nice to have something to take with you that in case your battery messes up in the other machine. It would be terrible. Like I'm going on this hunt tomorrow to North Carolina for dig stock. I'm taking the Ace 400. Something happened to the 800, I wouldn't have anything to hunt with. So it doesn't matter what machine you're using. Just go slow and take your time and make good swings with your machine, and get on the targets. So yeah.
Hey, Paul and Belinda. But I tell when we're out hunting in parks, we always get people that come up to us and, oh, you finding anything good? Or I always say, to be honest, 95% of our finds are garbage, and then the other 5% are well, they're not even that. You get the 3% that's good, and then the 2% that's so. But don't get discouraged and stick with it because those finds will come. Make yourself a bucket list and always strive for those finds, even if it takes you 2 or 3 years to find one of those bucket list finds.
Well, I'll tell you something. I've only found one buffalo nickel ever. I don't understand that. I find V nickels and shield nickels. The older stuff, I never found a buffalo nickel. I mean, I found one, so I'd like to find more of those. So it's like, wow.
I have 2 buffaloes.
See, we find buffaloes, but V nickels and shield nickels are hard to find down here.
That's weird. Yeah. Where are you at, Rob?
Tampa Bay, around Clearwater area.
Okay. What's the beach hunting like down there? Is there a lot of good finds in that area?
Yeah, it's spring break here right now, and
awesome.
It's just thousands of beach. I was in the water up chest deep today. It's already warm enough to be in the water.
Nice.
Wow.
I see you're wearing a MineLab hat. Do you swing the MineLab?
Yeah, I have an Xterra 705, a 600, and an 800.
I have not yet to use my 800 at the beach, but I've been told that those machines are awesome for sand in the beach.
Oh, they're great.
Okay.
Somebody told me they call the Equinox the Lequinox the 800. I've had mine repaired twice for water leaks while doing the water.
Yeah, I've been so far pretty lucky hunting the rivers. I haven't had any chances, but I'm just careful with it. I try to just be careful, I guess. But
I will tell you this: they are as quiet as a church mouse in the salt water, just as quiet as can be.
I know. I've had other machines I've taken down to the beach. I live in Pennsylvania. We go to Ocean City, Maryland. You ever heard of that area before? Delaware.
Yes, I grew up in Baltimore, and our family did Ocean City, Maryland every year as our annual vacation.
Yeah, and the machines I've taken down there before I'd get a bunch of false signals. It was nuts. It was bad.
I've hunted it one time, and it's one of my most popular beach videos.
I'll have to check that out, Rob. I didn't even, I think I seen that one. Didn't you find some old coppers?
No. I found some cold sealed beers that I gave to my sister, and she drank.
That's the video. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, but there's a beach in that area called Coin Beach up in Delaware where a ship went down in the 1700s. Have you heard of that ship before? That went down and they got their coppers.
Wow, Olin Borden took me 20 years to find an IHP.
Man, Olin.
I've never hunted in Delaware.
Yeah, there's Coin Beach is up. If you guys get a chance after this video, Google Coin Beach, Delaware, and you'll read about it. It's called that for a reason. There was a ship that went down there in a storm, and every now and then after a nor'easter or storm comes through, there was like 400 barrels of Irish coins out there. They get washed up on the beach, and you can
Nice.
go down there. I want to get down there right after a hurricane comes through, and I just want to hunt that so bad.
Well,
So.
Charlie digging it back, who's in the stream, he's up in Pensacola. He went out and did his beach after a hurricane came through and about 4 feet of sand was gone.
Yeah.
And, he came home with about, I think, 25, 27 silvers from the 30s and 40s.
Wow.
Just stripped off 4 to 5 feet of sand.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
All right,
awesome.
I've got 33 people in here. It says there's 40 watching, so there's 6 people that haven't put their name in the chat.
Anyone
Randy, I'm in the Chambersburg, Gettysburg area. I know where you're at in Cumberland. I go through Cumberland all the time. I've been up that way. They call that the Twin City. Yeah, we'll have to hook up sometime. I'm not that far from Cumberland. I go to Hancock, Maryland. I go to Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. So I know Cumberland's on past that through the mountain there.
I got Janine in.
Everybody, Rob's working on the duck race. We're getting ready to do that. We're going to carry over till about a quarter after.
Longer, so
JP and them asked for us to do that. They're running late, so we're going to run over about 15 minutes. But anyone that wants in the race that has not done so, type in the word duck.
Okay, I've got a question for Mike. What has been your oldest coin you have found since you've been metal detecting?
It'd be a bust large cent. It was dated 1800. Or no, that's not my oldest. My oldest is a 1794 Capped Liberty. That's right.
Okay.
And then I found. I wish I could show you guys. I have other coins I found with Charles from Keystone History Hoarders. Do you know Charles from Keystone History Hoarders?
Yeah.
They invited me up to Berks County, Pennsylvania, and I found a counterfeit colonial from 1766. So that's probably my oldest I've found.
That's what I love about the thing, because I have seen Brad over at Green Mountain Metal Detecting. In fact, he was one of the first channels we were watching when we got into metal detecting, and when he would find counterfeit coins from and I'm like, it's cool to think that they were counterfeiting money.
He found that counterfeit 8 real.
I mean, that's just
Well,
what'd you say, Rob?
He found a counterfeit 8 real that they told it's an 1800s counterfeit. It's not a modern one. It was made back in the day.
Yeah.
JP Lawns is in here. I got to get him in.
The story behind the one I found on the Mine Lab, those copper coins usually ring up in the high 20s, 30s. That coin was a solid 15, 16. And I talked to a friend of mine that's been doing this many years, and he's into coins. He goes, that's a counterfeit because there's no copper in the coin. It's made of like other materials. And the reason that is, he gave me the history on those counterfeits. During that period, there was a shortage of copper, but the colonists need their coins somehow. They start hammering out their own coins, making counterfeit coins, and that's what that came from. And if King George if they would have found that out, he'd have had their heads for making counterfeit money because that wasn't his currency. So the colonists had to do something. There was a shortage of copper at that time, so they were using zinc and iron. That's why when I ran that, I thought it was going to be a flat button, from the 1800s, because that's what usually rings up on the Mine Lab 800 is like a 15, 16. I pulled it out and Charles was with me. You could check out his video on his channel with that. And I'm like, he's like, why is that a 15? Because it don't have any copper in it. It's weird. And that's an amazing find. You don't find those all the time. Yeah, Brooklyn Treasure Hunter is right. Those counterfeit coins are nice because there is collectors out there that like counterfeit coins. So it's a two market thing. Coin collectors are going to want it, and people who collect counterfeits are going to want a counterfeit. So yes, they can be worth more than their real coins. When you think counterfeit, you think, oh, it's nothing great, but it's a 275-year-old counterfeit, just like the one he's talking about, Rob was talking about that real. That's pretty amazing, Now,
what coin was it that it was and they were passing them off as gold coins. They were painting them gold because they just had
That's a Racketeer V-nickel from 1883.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a V-nickel. They were painting them gold, trying to pass them off as I can get my coin book out here and actually look.
As a $5 gold piece because they didn't have 5 cents on them.
Yeah, they were just a V nickel, Roman numeral for V, and yeah, I think. Let me see what year that was from. Those started in 1883, and it didn't have cents on it. That's right. They had to add. They added the cents on it to do that. So yeah, 1883 without cents. They minted 5,474,000 of those. So yeah, that was a racketeer coin. Yeah, from 1883. You're right, Rob. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just crazy to think that even all the way back then that people were counterfeiting and trying to get by with, which because times were tough on people. So, I guess they had to do what they had to do to try to.
Makes you wonder how many of those fake V nickels are out there. It'd be neat to find one.
Mike J-Man has another question. If you've ever been on Relics Radio or American Digger Magazine's Relic Roundups, it would be a great guest on either podcast.
Never have been, but I have been. I don't know if anybody knows who Ken King is. He had me featured on his channel with the gold coin I found. He has talked to me, I think, about doing it. He has a radio show, I believe. I don't know if that's the one he's talking about. But yeah, I've considered that. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we are about ready to do a duck race.
We have it ready.
Duck race.
Good luck to everyone.
We'll do our countdown here. 3, 2, 1.
Make it bigger.
Ooh.
Quack.
Good luck.
I tried doing the leprechauns, but it would only let me do 6 people in the race.
Oh, okay. Now this is big as we can get it. I hope everyone can see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's perfectly clear.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe and Jassy down in Georgia. Thanks for joining us.
And Dennis with Treasure Hunting SWP. No, that ain't. Can't think. Is it his name? Ain't Dennis.
Seems like with these races, it's always somebody in the back that wins.
Team Lynch.
Team Lynch, welcome.
Tim and Kathy, thank you for joining us. We want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. And Mike, it's been wonderful having you on here.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, guys, let's see who we got.
Charlie running up there close, and we got
Jimmy L. Great Finds.
Up
there.
It's going to be somebody in the back. It always is.
Hang on one second.
JP Lawns and More is moving.
That's okay,
up
Dale.
There
you go. JP's going to take it.
Congratulations. Are you still in chat?
JP, come on. Let me see you.
He's probably getting ready for his show.
They're going to start around 15 after. They're running just a little bit late.
So we're going to give him a few minutes to see if he shows up here. And if not, then we'll run this race.
No, if not, we'll just give it to second.
Well,
we can run it again.
We'll
okay.
Just have him run it again.
But we'll give him a
we got time to run it again.
Yeah. We'll see if JP's still in here.
And yep.
JP is here. Alley Cat Treasures is saying.
Well, I need to have JP say, I'm here.
Let us know you're here,
Come
JP.
on, JP.
We're all rooting for you.
Yeah, we're rooting for you.
He's here. I'm here.
Okay, then JP.
JP, do you know what you won?
He don't even know what he won, does he? He might not want it. Here, let's get us back here like this. There we go. He just won one of the exclusive Clark's Cove Detecting Small Town to Worldwide stickers.
We just got those from Park Rat Pat.
He got a
nice
find it CCD button.
I like that.
He got one of the poker chips with the
whatever that thing is called.
I forget what they call that thing where you can scan
the QR code or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
The channel.
We hope that that's what the code is on there. Someone said they scanned it. I think it was Anthony, the Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, and it took him to a porn site. He was
Can't argue with that.
And JP, you're going to get that, and we'll probably throw in a few other stickers and maybe a couple other little things in there for you. So, but that's going to be the 3 main things you get in that one. So, yep.
Give us
about a week or so to get
it in the mail, and we'll let you know when it's on its way.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
But we've got about 15-20 minutes left, guys.
So yeah, anyone.
Hey, we can do another one if you want.
So well,
sticker. Wait, just
what the
a
hell
minute.
did I do with it?
Patty Disharoon said her duck stopped for a snack. Had to have that fish.
No,
hey, crazy about a Mercury.
No, Jim. Melissa is not making more.
I got in 2 star notes today. If you want to do a duck race.
If I was involved.
Rob said he got a star note today. That's pretty cool.
Oh wow!
Oh, okay.
If you want to do a duck race, I'll give away a star note.
Oh,
okay. Well,
and we'll do one of the little.
Okay, then we're going to do another duck race. Rob has a star note, and we'll do
one of the little
silver tokens, presidential tokens.
All right, let me add in. Crazy About a Mercury came in.
Yeah. Hey, do you want everyone to type anything, or do you already have? You still have the names up, don't you?
Oh, they're still there. Did anybody else come in besides them?
Hey,
Crazy
Robert, Melissa.
I think is it.
I think Crazy About a Mercury.
I want. Can I include something?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, give me a second. I'm actually going to include it. I'm going to grab one of my Civil War bullets that I dug. I'm going to give that away.
All right. Great. Everybody hear that?
Yeah, I'll sweep up.
Mike is putting in a Civil War bullet that he dug.
Did you get a gold coin?
Did you get American Woodland Relics, Rob?
Yeah, I had 8 AWR in the first one.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to give this Sharps bullet away right here.
Okay, and then Rob gives away
the dollar bill,
and
we'll do the silver token.
Plus, we'll throw in some stickers, some random.
This was dug in West Virginia from the. This is part of the Antietam battle that happened in 1862. So that way everybody knows.
Okay, JP. Yeah. JP said, "Oh man, I'll trade."
Hey, JP. In fact, Jeff, Mr. Brewer has something for you from us
for the bar.
So I don't know when you'll see Jeff, but he's got something.
Yeah,
for
we
you
left something there at the
compound.
For you guys.
Yes.
And Robert, Melissa, I have your email address and stuff, so do you want me just to mail that to you?
We'll send you the address of whoever wins,
and
if that's okay with you.
That's perfectly fine. I'm going to be out of town for the next week, guys. So is it okay to do it when I get back?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you say, Rob?
I said I just typed in my email, so whoever wins this can just send me their address, and I'll mail them off this dollar star note.
There is Rob's email for whoever may win this race.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. flthunder@me.com.
Yeah.
Can't get any easier than that.
All right, so I added Crazy About a Mercury. I added I just saw Beth Hollowell come in and Team Lynch. So I added those 3.
Hey, since I'm giving something away, Rob, take me off.
Okay.
That wouldn't make sense. I mean,
all righty.
Hey, Rob, Cynthia is asking, Rob, did you get Whistle Pig?
No, I did not. Thank you, Cynthia.
Yes, thank you, Cynthia.
Got it.
You can send it to me.
Yeah, Denise Kidder put her address already in. She said you can send it to me at P.O. Box 10298, Largo, Florida.
Yeah, this is a Sharp carbine.
Wow,
nice.
That is nice. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mike,
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'd love to have that. That's nice.
Enjoy it.
That actually came from the same location where I got the gold coin. So then the soldier's wedding band. So this is part of that collection.
Wow.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, I like giving back. I can only keep so much stuff, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, we're gonna shuffle them twice.
He's going to shuffle a couple of times. Yes, another race, Texas.
Yes.
All righty, here we go.
Here
3,
we go.
2.
1. Good luck, everyone.
Whack.
May the best duck win.
Yeah, it's never good to be out front there in the beginning.
Nope.
Nope.
Jim Steele says, great next race, great find. Next race for the gold coin? Question mark.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah, that's a funny, isn't it? Jim Steele made a funny.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I thought I would try something different and do the leprechauns, but it only lets 5 leprechauns in a race.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Looks like Patty D is right there in the front.
So is Denise K.
And Denise K. And Wicked Digger and Tortuga Lisa.
Well,
she's going back. I see Reed.
I see Reed.
There's Reed. There's Reed.
There's Reed. Go Reed.
Come on, Reed.
It's Reed's. Looky there, Reed.
Reed.
Reed is going to get the bullet. He's going to get the $1 from Rob and the silver token from Clarksville.
We're going to throw in some stickers.
Congratulations, Reed.
Yes.
You are
Nice,
still
Mr.
in
Reed.
the chat, I'm most sure.
Congratulations.
Yes, and we have Reed's address. So, and
perfect.
We have JP's. So,
Do you guys have my email?
I should, but just in case I don't, buddy, send me it again.
What, Mike?
If you do you have my email address, or would you just send it through Messenger?
We'd probably just do it through Messenger.
I'll send you Reed's address through Messenger.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, yeah.
Reed, are you still there, buddy?
I'm sure he was. I just seen him.
I know. I
He
just
was
seen
a
him
minute ago.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still
There.
there.
He is. Congratulations, Reed.
Outstanding Reed.
Mike is going to be out of town for a hunt, Reed. I'm sure you heard, but it might take a week to 2 weeks to get everything to you. So just hang tight.
We'll get your stuff out to you as soon as we can, Reed. You know.
But you know the drill. Just let us know once you receive it. That way we know it's got there.
We're going to have to get Randy.
And then we got to get Randy.
We'll have to talk to
like
Randy and figure out something with Randy. So.
Yeah, we'll get him taken care of.
Get my gun out and some other things.
Yeah.
Rob, do you have anything you want to talk about? Anything that's been going on in your world?
We still got a few minutes. We can.
Well, Mr. General went home on Tuesday. Took him to the airport on Tuesday. He sent me. Denise is going woo. Denise sent me a. It's a little stressful having somebody in your house you've never met before.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, he Facebooked me, sent me a message. Got back Wednesday afternoon. He was pretty tired, but he said he loved every single minute he spent in America.
Wonderful.
Hold on, Mike. D, your dad's calling you.
Hey, Heavy, welcome.
But he had a really good time. We got up to Georgia. He had to stop at the state line so he could take a picture of the Georgia sign because
it won't be that long.
It was another state he crossed off his list. So
that is great.
Cool.
I love the video with you guys. Everyone getting out. You all had your pretty little shoes on, and Jeff, he was dressed for the hunt.
Well, he came over here in nothing but camo gear to metal detect because that's what he does in his fields in Austria. So the first day I take him out doing curb strips, I want to door knock, and I'm like, Jeff, I can't door knock. He's like, why not? I go, dude, you look like freaking Rambo down at the end of the curb. I'm not going to get – these people aren't going to let somebody that looks like they're ready to go to war in Ukraine hunt their front yard. I go, don't you have anything in non-camo? And he goes, no.
That's hilarious.
It is. I'm glad he had a good time.
Yes,
oh,
I
yeah,
can tell
had
you all had a
blast.
good time.
He really wants somebody to come over and go detect the Roman fields with him. I'm trying to work on it. Charlie's trying to work on it. Shane from See It My Way 1's trying to work on it. I would love it.
Yes, I mean that would be awesome.
That would be wonderful. And he has extended that invitation.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, 3-story home. It's gorgeous.
I'd do anything to be able to go. Honestly, anything to go over there for a few days. I mean,
we'd have to give Robert a tranquilizer before you get on a plane. That's the thing.
Get me on a plane, man. You'd have to. I'd be kicking.
You know what, though, Robert? When I flew to England as a young man 40 years ago, I had this misconception that every single pilot in the world was like Sullenberger, and if the plane was going to crash, he would just gently put it in the water, and we would just sit there until we were rescued. So I actually felt pretty comfortable flying over the ocean as opposed, because I don't like flying either. But I felt pretty comfortable flying over to Europe.
I think they'd have to tranquilize me, definitely.
Hey, Rob, I don't mean to interrupt, but what's your channel called so I can subscribe to you?
FL Thunder Digging Florida, or Digging with Rob.
I'm gonna write that. You're welcome. FL Thunder Digging with Rob.
Yep.
Hey, Dennis Hedrick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if you type in Florida Thunder with the full word Florida, it'll take you to that mail review site.
Oh, gee. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
My bad.
Tortuga Lisa says, I have never flown and I do not plan to.
Yeah, but I would. If I had the opportunity to go over there, yeah, I'm flying. I'm sorry, I'm flying.
Everybody, look who is in the house. We have Park Rat metal detecting.
And Dennis Hendrick, welcome too.
He's here, bouncing back and forth. Heavy Meadows here.
Yes, how's it going, Pat? We're carrying it over till about a quarter after, Pat, because JP and them, they said they was running a little late, so we're hanging in till about quarter after.
About 15 after.
Before Mercury, I'm with you with that. I'm flying. I mean, last time I went to go visit my sister in Missouri, Denise flew up because she could only spend a weekend, and I drove, and she beat me there by, she's like, no, I want to get to my vacation. I'm like, no, the drive's half the fun. Right up into the point that semi hit me. So,
wow.
That reminds me of the old movie, Wally World. When Chevy Chase is like, driving out there is half the fun.
Yep.
We're not flying.
Pat said they just got home.
Okay.
Oh, you got my machine, the shovel, the scoop. Thank you, honey.
Guys, we want to thank again everyone for joining us this evening. I seen at one time we had up to 45 in the house.
Yes,
We've
you
been
did.
hanging around 40, 38, teeter-tottering around. We want to thank everybody. We hope everyone can join us on Monday for our premiere at 6:30. It's part 2.
Hit that thumbs up.
Yep.
And
we want to thank Mike again with Great Finds.
Absolutely.
If you're all not familiar with Mike, get over there and check out his channel.
Great Finds, GR8 FINDS, just like it is right there.
That's exactly what he finds. Great Finds.
Great Finds, yes.
It's a cool channel name. I like that. I like the way he did that.
Metal Detecting with Randy. He has a video Monday night at 8:15.
That's something I was going to ask. That would be a neat subject for another show.
Okay.
I would like to learn how people come up with their names. No one ever talks about that.
You know what?
I think that would be an interesting show for people to let people, everybody has all these different names, but nobody knows the story behind it. How did you think of that?
Something. Yeah.
Mine's easy. My eBay name is FL Thunder. So I figured people would hopefully follow both my channels. So I kept it FL Thunder.
Oh, wait, you're a fellow eBayer too, huh?
Yeah. I've been on eBay a long time.
I've been doing eBay for
nobody associated FL Thunder with metal detecting, so I added the Digging with Rob.
Yeah, yep. I've been doing it for 10 years now. I've been doing it now about 3 years full time. That's all I do is as a reseller. So, yep.
Yeah, I've been on Denise and I have been on eBay ever since the days of AOL dial-up. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you were back from like 97, then probably 98.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Goodness.
See, Mercury says her favorite coin's a Mercury, so she took crazy about a Mercury. See?
Yeah, it's just cool to think about. I mean, we have so many channel names, it's like
there's some cool channel names out there like Lou's got Indiana Tones,
yeah, that's awesome.
Indiana Jones. I love that name.
That's so creative, Yeah.
And the Dark Knight Detectorist, I like that too.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Jason.
Yeah.
And I really liked, and he's gone now, and I don't know what happened to him, was Square Nail Squirrel.
Yeah.
I've heard that one. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He taught as he did his metal detecting. He taught you as he was doing it. He would use 2 or 3 camera setups, and it was such a good channel. And I think I think he got a couple. He got some. I don't know what you want to call it. Basically, some harasser, and he decided he wasn't going to put up with it.
That's one thing about YouTube. You can't let some of the comments get you down. Sometimes you got to just let it go. I mean, at first
I think Pat, after that little tiff we had back in January with a couple people, I think Pat's got the perfect slogan: "Do not let people rent space in your head for free."
Nope.
And I love that saying. He ought to patent that saying.
Basically, yeah, that's awesome.
Don't let people in your head and take up space in your head. They're not worth it.
Yeah.
Nope. You're right, Rob. That's good. Yep.
But that's Olin says, hope to dig tomorrow after coffee with Rob. That's right, Olin, after coffee with Rob.
I'm sorry, but we're not going because we're going out
digging tomorrow
in the morning. So
yeah. We'll think about you.
I'll be thinking about you out there.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
You know it now. But yeah, we're gonna go hit this second home site we've been hunting. So
yeah,
see if we can pull any more goodies out of it.
I think Robert's going to take his machete tomorrow to try and cut back some of the vines and stuff.
Get into some of these little nooks.
As my father used to say, no good deed goes unpunished. I went down and found that guy's
9 a.m.
today in about 2 feet of water. It took me about 45 minutes to find it. And I got back to my car, and there was a nice big fat parking ticket on it.
Oh,
$50.
Oh my gosh.
So you're out there helping somebody, then you. Jeez.
Well, I parked where the guy told me to. It was a restricted area for local residents only, but he's renting a house from a local resident. So he's like,
oh,
park here. Yeah, well, some deputy cruised by, and I didn't have the resident sticker on it, but he said he'd take care of it. So
wow.
But at least you've got that's the least he could do to help you. Jeez.
But
some of the coastal areas are hard to find parking sometimes. I noticed that around Ocean City. It's hard to find a good spot to park around there.
Good night, everybody. Those of you that's saying good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that time, guys. I hate to interrupt and cut it short. We've still got 31 in the house, but
head over to JP's Lawn some more. We're going to be hanging out at the bar. It'll be
we're all heading over to JP's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay. I got to get a shower and get some dry clothes on, guys.
You've got stuff you've got to do, Rob. We understand.
Yeah.
But I will. Hey, Magnetic Squatch is here.
Magnetic Squatch.
Go ahead, Mike.
Rob and Melissa, don't forget to give me Reed's address on the messenger, and I'll get.
Yep.
It'll probably be about a week and a half or so.
Where do I get a hold of you at?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you get a hold. I don't know. I can't put no. I mean, I could give you my email address. I guess. I'll give it to Robert and Melissa.
Yeah, they can just send it to me. They got my phone number. They can just send it to me.
Or we'll send him.
Yeah, just call me, guys, and give it to me. That's fine.
Yeah, because that's right. You got to send the dollar, or how's that going to work? Or I'll just send you I'll just mail the bullet to Reed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Rob, you'll need Reed's address.
Rob probably already has Reed's address.
I probably do. I would have to go back a while on my iPad, but I'm sure I do.
Okay. All right, Robert and Melissa. Thanks again. Have a good night.
Great.
Yeah, Mike.
Kick
you out. Thank you for being a guest tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Take care. See you.
Rob, thanks for coming up doing the duck race for us. And
sorry I was late, guys.
Oh,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It all worked out.
Just thanks for coming up and doing that for us. We appreciate you. You know that. And we'll talk to you soon.
All righty, guys. See you. Right. See you at the JP's and see you Sunday. Or no, not Sunday, but have a good time. Have a good time, detective.
We will. See you. Thanks for joining us, Liz.
Everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. Hate to cut this short, but we're heading over to the bar and hang out for a while. Everyone come over there and join us at JP's Lawns and More. I'll get it out, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining tonight. We appreciate each and every last one of you. And you know, here at Clark's Cove, if you lose it, we find it. And we will see you all.
Come on, everybody. Let's hear it.
On that next good
Cover signal.
Fine. Signal. Fine.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. See you over at the bar.